Hello, hello, hello. I'm Alucard Night Raven. Welcome to my channel, and welcome to my next retro review. And today, I'm looking at not the original, I do not have that, but the Transformers Generations, or Chug Line, whichever you want to call it, Rattrap. And this one, these was a deluxe release, quite a few years ago. Gosh, how many years ago now? I do not remember, but they did come with a comic, or he came with a comic that was like had quite a few panels with him in it, or it was about him specifically. I cannot remember. I have the comic. I haven't read it since I got the figure, but this is our Generations figure, not the OG or the reissue. I missed out on the reissue. I didn't get the reissue for a couple of reasons. One, I had him, and to me, like, he works and fits in very well with. Sorry about adjusting. Very well with the Beast Wars figures. So that's where I put him. Like, I think he looks really good with them, especially in his robot mode. Pardon me. Oh, I work very hard, so I'm usually pretty tired. So if I have a few moments of yawning, I apologize. But let us take a look at our Mr. Trap of Rattrap. And you can see nice, beady black eyes. Love the detail on the fur. Looks so good. And then the tail, it's got that look to it of real fleshy color. And then the rings like a rat has. And then the real fleshy color feet. You know, nice thin tiny little digits. I don't know if it would have made sense for the nails to be painted, but it would have been neat. Black on the snout, white for the top of the teeth, not for the bottom teeth. Little bit of that fleshy color inside the ear. So very, very cool. Like, even some brown here. So, like, some of the slightly different, like, colors of the fur, like, it works. It really looks good. I mean, definitely like it. But here you can see the bottom of it, where everything stores, how it all fits. Looks very good. And even the bottom of the feet, I mean, got those little pads. Like, they even went as far as designing that, and that is so cool. Here's the top. Articulation with this guy. The head does move. And it even... This was cool. They didn't have to do this, but they added so you would hide the head. But added this little bit. So when you bring the mouse or the rat head down, it still keeps the robot head covered. Like, that was amazing. I thought that was so cool. The mouth opens and closes. I usually, like, in this mode, keep it open a bit. The front legs rotate about like that. You can also dislodge them, so that can be a problem. The front feet can rotate like this, and that's more for, like, when you transform him. You can kind of see his head showing. The rear, like, these feet move, and then you can get him into... Let's see if I can do this. So I think if we bring it up and bring it like that, you can get him into, like, that little standing pose that Rattrap had. Like, if he's doing something, so, like, you know, if you had, like, a kind of a panel type of thing, like he's in the Predacon's base, you know, like we've seen him do before. So, like, something like that, it works. It doesn't look too bad, you know. I mean, from the front on, you can see all the robot bits, but yeah, everything stores very nicely. But yeah, there's There's that. Oh, and the tail can move up and down, and that's a little, again, a bit more for robot mode. There is a wire in the tail, so you can bend it. We know these things wear out after a time, so I try not to do too much of a movement. But yeah, but there we have Rattrap. Try and get him. There we go. There we have Rattrap in his rat mode completed. So let us transform into robot mode. For this, we want to first off pull out the gun. Come on, get out of there. There we go. So set that off to the side, and it took me a bit to transform him into rat mode, so let's see how well I do going back into robot mode. But let's see, we want to, okay, want to untab these, and they just tab into the arms, the robot arms. Just bring them out like this for the moment. And that'll really help. And then we can sort of bring this out like that. We can start bringing everything else out. So we'll bring the arms out like this for now, and we will start working on some of this other stuff. So with that out of the way, what we want to do is kind of bring this up. Then this we can oh yeah, that we can bring up like this for now, and we're gonna rotate the front part of the legs down, and what we want to do here is keep them up for now. So what we want to do is we want to rotate these pieces like this, and now we can bring the foot down, and this is going to just sit right in there. Then the rest of it gonna clip like that, and then we can bring that foot down. So there's that. Same thing with this. We want to keep this up, so then that way. Oh, and I forgot to mention on the other one. So going into rat mode, you got it out like this. You want to push it back in. We're going to rotate this back out, just like that. Just like that. And then bring this all in. And there are his robot feet. So, now for these, we want to sort of bring them up like this. Bring the rat head down a bit. So with this, we just... Alright. Keep this open like this for the moment. And then rotate them up right here. So we can rotate them out just like that. We can bring the rat head down, and that's just going to sit in like that. Now, bring these all the way up, and then these we're going to bring up like this, and sort of rotate. You can put these however you want. I just usually bring them about like that, actually. So this is all going to sort of sit like this. Yeah, it should be like that. We can rotate these down, rotate them at the elbows. So rotate it down, rotate at the elbows, and I'm trying to think, what was... Huh. something like that. I don't know, it's sort of however you want to display it. But I think that'll work for now. So there we have Rattrap in his robot mode, and he looks good. Like, I like him. Definitely one of the better ones. Like, I love the Kingdom figure. I love him for his size. He looks really good at that size. You know, being a scout class. This one is definitely like, you know, a better look. Whoop. Sorry, my camera's... I gotta get a new tripod. But, yeah, this is definitely a really good look. Looks really, really nice. I like that. And I want to make sure. There we go. Yeah. Let's make sure everything is about where it should be sitting. Yeah. Yeah, I think we got it. See, I thought stuff clipped in a little bit more. Like, but I guess not. I guess this just sits. And then, yeah, this all just sits. So, let us take a look at our Mr. Trap of Rattrap. Great head sculpt. Love the fact that this is like translucent, sort of a clear, smoky translucent. So very nice. Red eyes. Can kind of see his little chompers he had, with all that gold for his face, which doesn't look too bad. Nice gold and silver, or kind of a goldish, on his arms. Looks really good. Big old rat head for on his chest, of course. There's his legs. Looks really nice. It's got the gray, the gold, and the silver, and then the toes are even painted. So very cool. Backpack doesn't fold up too bad, so I mean, could be worse. We've seen worse. I think we've all seen worse for backpacks. But yeah, now articulation, head, rotate. It's not on a ball joint, but you can look up about that far, look down about that far. Arms come out about that far. Full rotation. Got swivel just above the elbow. Elbow going towards the front, less than 90. Going towards the back. You know, ouch. At least for some of us, that'd be an ouch. Nothing for the wrist. Nothing for the waist. You can do a high kick to the front. About a high kick to the back. Things stop along the way. Full Van Damme. We do have thigh swivel right here, and also it's on a ball joint here, so we get some nice movement there. Knees 90, and nothing for the feet. They're already at a slight angle. Yeah, so not too bad. And he does have weapons. So let us take a look. So he's got these translucent weapons, and it looks like one now, but come on. Ugh. Can separate. Very cool, and he can hold them. So there's that one, and then okay, that's a bit of a tight fit. I should be able to hold this one. There we go. Just had it sort of angled wrong. But there he is, holding both of his weapons. So very cool. Looks nice. I like it. But what I usually do, take this out, is I just keep them combined. So he's got that big old weapon. And another thing you can do, as we've seen, oh, forgot, maximal symbol. Right there. Little tiny one. But just like we seen him do in the show, open that up. Push it out. Come on. There we go. And he's got one of his little... Hey, you stay standing, buddy. Don't do that. Stop it. Stop it. Okay. There we go. One of his little bombs. So very cool. And he can hold it. So, yeah. Very cool. Really like that. And just pop it back in there. Close that up. And, yeah. So, very cool. Again. Oh, another mag. So, it's on both forearms. I don't know why I was only thinking it was on one. And I clearly see it on two. But, yeah. I put him with... Yeah, as soon as I got him, I put him with all of my OG and 10th anniversary Beast Wars figures. Because it fits. He definitely fits. I mean, he's not much bigger than the original toy and the reissue that Walmart just had in the last year or so. So, again, very cool. You know, a little more complicated on the transformation than the original. A little bit bigger in both rat mode and robot mode. A little more, quite a bit more detail in both modes compared to the original. And the original just, from what I understand, doesn't stand very well when you get them transformed. Like, some parts are just so back heavy or top heavy. It's, yeah. So, for me, this is a much better choice personally. But, you know, I know some like going for the originals. And hey, awesome. I will never, ever judge somebody's collection. Because what makes you happy, I'm happy. So, in the end, we're all Transformers collectors. We're all lovers of the Transformers genre, no matter which one introduced us. For me, it was G1. But, I mean, I was like 4 when it started, so I have faint memories of sitting down and watching the show. Beast Wars was where it was really at for me. You know, I remember some of the other G1 toys more than the earlier G1 toys, like Power Masters and Headmasters. Like, those toys, when they came out, I was a little bit older than when the originals came out. So, yeah. And then Beast Wars came along, and I was about 16. So, yeah. You know, started watching it and really, really loved it. And loved the story. And yes, the animation doesn't really hold up to now, but it's still a great story that was fleshed out. I mean, still an amazing show. You know, but yeah, so as for Generations Rattrap, it was definitely a must-buy for me, and definitely for me personally had to put him with my Beast Wars characters. So, yeah. So, that is going to be it for me. I hope you enjoyed this review, and I want to thank you for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you all later.